Then, of course, will leave as champion of France. We welcome back to the show Julien Laurens, who joins us, who's been avoiding us pretty much. Ever since PSG got eliminated by Borussia Dortmund. You're supposed to be on Friday to talk Mbappe when he announced he was leaving, and you were some sort of comedy show, so that was it. We know where your priorities lie, Juls.
Sorry.
No, you're not sorry. Don't pretend.
Sorry.
That's fine. What was it like today, the atmosphere there in Paris?
It was a bit strange, I won't lie. The club said that they didn't have time between the moment he announced he was officially leaving on Friday evening. So it was 9 o'clock French time just before when he published a video on his social media. So between Friday night and Sunday night, they didn't have time to organize some sort of tribute or celebration for the 7 years that he spent at the club, considering he's the record goal scorer, that he won all those titles domestically, of course. Maybe that was done by the fact that in his video he didn't thank the PSG president, Nasser Al Khelaifi. There was not a single word, obviously, for Al Khelaifi. All the previous managers, from Unai Emery to Pochettino to Galtier to Luis Enrique, everybody had a thank you, but not the president, because the relationship are that bad and that toxic between the Mbappe clan and the president. So I think in some sort of retaliation, the president said, "Okay, you're not thanking me. You're not thanking me for giving you the biggest football contract ever given to a player. So, stuff the party, there'll be no party." So he had a lovely tifo from the Ultras, who we're still on good terms with, like a lovely choreography, if you want. And then that was pretty much it. So, yeah, a little bit like sad au revoir, really.
It was a 4-minute goodbye video, Craig, you missed.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't miss it.
Dan will send it to you.
Well, that's all right.
I'll send it to you.
I'll
That'd
do
be
some weeding when I get home. I just find that.
You haven't got Stevie over to help you.
Oh, I find that more interesting. Out of weed the garden.
Luis Enrique, this is what he had to say about the departure. PSG will continue to be a great team and will get even better. We'll bring in players with strong mentality and players who identify with the club. That's how life works. It's incredible, Jules. You've gone from a club, obviously, that had a front line of Mbappe, Messi and Neymar. No matter how that didn't work on the pitch, off it, of course, it was a marketer's dream. Now you're going to be forgotten, aren't you? Going off into the abyss.
All right, just behave. Let's see, Let's see who they recruit. This is always the thing. You can lose a great player. You can every great player at some point is left somewhere. It's how you react to it, how you respond to it. In a way, who do you go and get? Do you strengthen other positions? Do you strengthen his position? Do you go and sign another marquee signing? Do you go and sign two really good, promising younger player maybe that would become maybe one day like an Mbappe or somebody like that? This is the response really the most important. If you get Kvaratskhelia, for example, to play on that left-hand side, is that good? Is that a good signing? I think so. If you get Leao, yes, maybe. If you go and get Osimhen, is that good? So it's always the case. So let's see how they respond to it. But yeah, you're right. It will leave a massive hole to, in the space of a year, lose all those three players that we mentioned. Incredible players. For Messi, the greatest of all time. For Mbappe, maybe one day in that kind of conversation. So of course it's not easy. But maybe that will make the team better. And that's certainly what Luis Enrique was trying to say, I think. He said, we would be a better team maybe without Kylian than we were when he was playing. So let's see, only the future knows, really. But just to finish on Luis Enrique, the cynic in me, look at the team that he put up tonight for this game against Toulouse. They're already champions, but it's Kylian's last home game, right? You want to offer him, I guess, a good sending off. And yeah, you put a C team. So you could have started Dembele and Donnarumma and Marquinhos, and instead you put players like...
Although, to be fair, Mbappe let him down midweek. Why has he got to do him any favours?
No, I know, but come on. For me, it's just like Luis Enrique and the club, again, flexing and saying, you know what, you're leaving, so we're not going to kind of help in your tribute and this last hurrah at home, and just play your strongest team and offer him a good sending off. He's going to score a hat-trick, you're going to win the game 4-0, and you're happy. Instead, you lose 3-1, and we're talking about this game that everybody would have forgotten tomorrow, which was not really how you should, I think, pay tribute to maybe the greatest player in PSG history.
It's going to be real. Honestly, the next 2 or 3 months, so I can't wait.
For why? What's happening?
I mean, where's he going to go?
What do you think? Is he going to go to Real Madrid?
Happy. It's fantastic, isn't it? It's suspense. It's not real. Real Madrid, you say? Really?
It'd be announced, yeah, after the Champions League final. That's what's being suggested.
Fantastic.
Jules,
Can't wait.
Jules, how did you lose to Dortmund?
That's a good question, Dan. There's a few things. I mean, Mbappe after the game said, when you're not good, those shots, they hit the woodwork and they don't go in. And when you're good, when you kind of deserve it, they go in. I think there's part of truth in that. Overall, I just don't think PSG played well enough. Overall, there was not enough intensity. Of course, yeah, some of those shots could have gone in and then the game could have been different. The way they conceded their goal, for Marquinhos to do the pass that he did towards Donnarumma and give away a corner like he did, which is really like an under-7 mistake, is not acceptable. The marking on the corner, the fact that Donnarumma is not coming out for the ball. So it's a poor goal to concede. And they could have scored on another night. They could have won 2-0. But over the two legs, they didn't really show enough of what they could do as a team. I don't think there was enough intensity. I think some of the decisions that Luis Enrique made were maybe not the best. Like, I would have kept Gonzalo Ramos until the end because you knew that for the last 15 or maybe 20 minutes, they would camp in their own box, Dortmund. So if you had like a proper number 9 to finish your chances in there, that could have helped. Instead, you took him off to put Marcos Asensio there and Mbappe. It just didn't work. So I think overall, they're just at the moment where they had to be at their best, that they had to be the sharpest, I don't think from the manager to the star players in that team, they were not.
Is Vinicius Junior a better player at the moment, Jules?
I think he is, yeah. If you had to decide the Ballon d'Or right now, it'd be very likely Vini ahead of Kylian.
Yeah, there we go. Anything else you want to chap in?
I'll be honest, I forgot about that game. A lot of things have gone on since then.
Well, you had 4 days off.
Yeah.
Why, as Craig mentioned, obviously he's going to go to Real Madrid. Why isn't it being announced yet?
I mean, the same way that he didn't want to announce that he was leaving PSG before the end of the Champions League campaign. I think for Real Madrid it's the same kind of logic. And why would you announce it now? You've just celebrated your title. You're still high on those celebrations. There's some really nice stories to be told, from Bellingham to Vinicius that we just mentioned, maybe the best player in Europe right now, even to Brahim Diaz, who was outstanding yesterday, to Arda Güler, who was good yesterday. So there's all those stories. This is great. You don't need the Mbappe moment right now if you're Real Madrid. Just enjoy the end of La Liga, then you will have the Champions League to prepare for, and after that, the Mbappe era will start. Only after that, it doesn't need to start now. What would you need it? Everybody knows it's coming. It's pretty much all sorted, bar a few issues there and there, but nothing big. He's looking for a house. Everybody's very excited in the family that they're going to live in Madrid. Great. You don't need to announce it. Just continue enjoying what you've done great this season. Really enjoy that with the current squad, because if you announce Mbappe, it will be all about Mbappe between now and the Champions League final. That's not what you need. Let those players and Carlo enjoy the end of their season. They will focus on the Champions League. And after that, whether you win it or not, you will announce him. If you win, it's even better. You announce him, and then he will become the king of the town. And then you can prepare for all those kind of celebrations.
Did nobody tell Xavi that Mbappe was going to Real Madrid? Is he going to have a rethink again?
About whether he's going to stay or not?
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he's a slightly changing tactic. But he's had this rethink about staying. And they already have all these Galacticos and superstars. And now they're bringing in another one. And he's somehow decided that he's going to manufacture.
He's the man for the job.
Barcelona are going to be able to compete with this. It's crazy.
That's it, Jules. Go to bed. You've got a Big Gab and Jules podcast tomorrow.